Hey everybody, this is Lance, the Option Teacher. In this video I'm going to go over my teacher pension, comparing the monthly income I'll eventually get when I retire to different income ETFs. A lot of math in this one. I was actually trying to do a lot of the math in my head, help me fall asleep at night. And then I just use ChatGPT for a lot of these as well. Alright, so the top is what I posted for ChatGPT. It was very good in doing the math. So I'm a teacher making $72,000 a year. I'll get a pension earning 2.3% of this times the numbers of years I teach. So let's just assume that I'm only teaching for 1 year. How much would the annual and monthly income be? I figured this out in my head. The next steps, as you'll see, gets a little bit too much. So the way to figure this out, you do 2.3 times your salary times the years worked if we're only doing 1 year of work. Do 2.3 times 72,000. You get 1656 per year. If you divide it by monthly, divide by 12, 138 a month. Pretty straightforward there. Every year I do this, I'll be getting that much extra in the pension, assuming that I don't get any raises. Now I looked at Snowball Analytics to see my Roth IRA portfolios, and they earn an average of 6.34% in distributions. There's some that make more, there's some that make less. I have a pretty good amount in SCHD. It's about 25% of the account, and that's lower. And some of them are obviously higher. But just assume that we're getting 6.34% in distributions throughout the whole account. How much do I need to contribute in 1 year to earn the same amount as the previous slide? Essentially what I want to know is, how much could I put down in the Roth IRAs right now to be equal to that year of the pension that I would be getting? So it's kind of like teaching for 2 years in 1 year because I'm doubling it up. So the way to figure that out is you want to get 1656, you're going to do 6.34 times the 1656 and then divide by it. If you divide by this 0.0634, you need to contribute $26,120 in 1 year to get that same about 138 a month. Now that sounds like a pretty high number. However, we have time on our side, and I wanted to see what would happen if I just reinvest these distributions into more shares of this, earning the 6.34%. It's like a flywheel. So I said I'm going to drip the distributions to more shares, assume those distributions stay the same, and I do it for 20 years. How much would I need to contribute right now to get the same income as I would get from this 1 year of teaching? So we're going to do the future value factor again. The math was not going to happen in my head on these. So I did the 6.34 to the 20th power. Its future value factor is 3.42. Essentially, every $1 I invest becomes $3.42 in 20 years. Turn it into income. So effective income is 3.42 times 0.0634. Each dollar I invest will produce 21.67 cents a year in income. Then if I want the 1656, you essentially do that 1656 divided by this, and you get $7,640. Essentially, if I put around $7,700 one time, and I'm letting it drip for 20 years, that would be enough to generate the 1656 a year. With the drip, obviously helps. You need a lot less funds than without dripping it. And that's the power of time and compounding. Next, I wanted to figure out, in 20 years from now, about how much will I make. Assume that I get around the inflation rate of 3% a year. Unfortunately, you have to do a lot of assumptions on these with future calculations, so I'm trying to make it as realistic as I can. How much would the pension be if I taught for 1 year, and I did that 20 years from now? Let's find the future salary in 20 years, $130,000. Pension from 1 year is the 2.3% times it. We have about $29.91 or $250 a month. Now we'll do the redo with inflation adjusted. So future pension, $29.91. That's the last year I teach, 20 years from now. Then I use the same drip distributions. Essentially, you're looking at the difference between the 6.34% of the income ETFs compared to around the 3% inflation rate of teaching. And here we get about $13,800 or so. That'll be enough to generate this future income. So no drip will be a lot, $47,200. That's the power of teaching for the year, for having that teacher pension, because it's going to be a much larger value in the end that I'd have to contribute in order to get to the same amount. But I do have time on my side for dripping it. $13,800, a little over $1,000 a month, would get me the same as what it would be 20 years from now. There's a huge hidden return from the pension system because we're taking into account future inflation numbers. Now I tried to see, what if I had 10% yielding funds? There's quite a few that are 10% or higher. Some that are very close are PFFA, IAUI, IWMI. A few are a little higher than that, like TSYX, CRF, stuff like that. But let's just look at 10%. Future pension, turning at $29.91 a year. Turning it into income, essentially, you have to invest about $4,400 right now to get to that same number after in 20 years. With the 6.34%, $13,800. With a higher yield, $4,450. There are some caveats to this. With the higher yield, it's probably not going to show much growth. I'm not showing growth in the actual stocks and ETFs itself. The 10% has a much lower chance of increasing there. But stuff like SCHD in 20 years will very likely be higher in the actual ETF price than it was before. But I'm not going to be doing those calculations because my computer might blow up. It's just too much math. I also didn't factor in taxes. Teacher pension I'll have to pay income tax on. And the Roth IRA for these income ETFs, no tax because I'm contributing after tax on it. So that's also a pretty big factor. And I'm also not factoring in inflation, how a certain amount of dollars right now are worth more than the dollars in 20 years. So these are interesting numbers. It's good motivation for me. Hopefully it'll be good motivation for you if you will be getting a pension in the future, and what amount that you can contribute in Roth IRAs, or you can just do a regular brokerage account. You don't have to pay tax on that, but figuring out how much you have to contribute to equal the amount of time that you're working. So again, this is Lance Captain Teacher. Hope you found this video helpful. Click like, subscribe, share with others that might find this useful, and I'll see you guys on the next one.